Hey, YouTube, it's Aether's back in today's updates, and so we got some interesting things here today. So with the release of the back issue of Blood and Venom, or whatever they're calling it, right? The new variant version, you're gonna need symbiotes, and there's not very many of them, and you're gonna need spider champions. And there's like 7 symbiote characterizations and 5 Spider-Verse heroes, so you don't have a lot of options. And so, I was looking at this, and it's these are crazy. I mean, like, this is baffling to me. Like, look at this. So it guarantees you a 5-star Blood and Venom. So for 2,500 units, guarantees a 5-star version of Age of Venom, Black Widow Clairvoyant, right? Carnage, Diablo, Dr. Doom. So the interesting thing about this is that if you're looking at this, you're like, well, why do they offer all these? Well, some of them are also Mystic champions that you can use. So everybody in here, right, you can use for this new thing. This is basically every champion that you could possibly use with at some point in the variant, right? But consider this for a second. You might get a Thor Jane Foster. Now, this is a guaranteed 5-star, right? So again, you don't see these very often where you get guaranteed value in 5 stars, right? But I want you to think about this for a second, right? They're asking 2,500 units. Okay, so let's go look for a sec. Let's remind ourselves that 2,500 units. I have this, sorry for the scrolling. I have this one where it's 1,740, get 20% bonus on a $50 unit. It's kind of crazy. I hadn't seen this before, but apparently it just popped up. So, with this thing, so you can get a few more units there. But I want you to consider that 2,500 units is somewhere in the $80 range, right? The $80 range. So let's go back for a sec, right? Let's go back and look at this, right? You can purchase 4 of these. Now, $80, for $80, you only get 250,000 gold. $80, 250,000 gold. Now, think about this for a second. You get 5 plus 5 generics, so that's good, right? I mean, that's definitely good. But essentially what you're saying is you get a little bit more than one duplicate. But here's the problem, right? Is if you get one of these champions and you don't have them, and you want to take their signature level up, you can't do it unless you have 6 stones, which again is why? Like, I mean, it's baffling. Now, like I said, there are some good champs in here. I mean, Black Widow Clairvoyant's in here, Dr. Doom's in here, right? I mean, there's some really good champs in here, and they're guaranteed 5-star. But $80? I mean, if you consider the signature stones as a dupe level, right, and the 250,000 gold is a couple items, you're looking at this as basically a guaranteed 5-star. Now, again, right, there are some not good champions in here, and there are some really good champions in here, right? But the other thing about this to consider is now, this has a 6-day time period on it, so you can at least look at and watch the videos of the variant gameplay before you make this decision. So I would, if you are even considering buying this, I definitely would not purchase any of these until the gameplay goes live, so you can see, maybe you're hoping for a target for a champion, because I mean, Symbiote Supreme is a good champion. He's a niche champion, but imagine if you get him and you can't use him because he's not very good in that version. So I gotta tell you, I don't like it. I mean, if you pull a Dr. Doom, is it worth it? Maybe. If you pull Black Widow Clairvoyant, is it worth it? Maybe still. Right? If you pull Venom, is it maybe worth it? Probably. Maybe. But, oh man, I don't know. There's some not good champions in this thing. So let's go back and then let's look at the other thing. So then we also have a Cavalier back issue bundle, right? And apparently this is just for Cavalier because I don't see anything for uncollected. Now, I can check the alt later, but what's interesting is you get 3 Greater Champion boosts. So in the past, for $50, you've only seen one of these Greater Champion boosts. So that's intriguing. It makes it a little more tempting. Not a lot, but maybe I can use one for each chapter. You know, if you're trying a completion run, maybe use one for chapter 1, one for chapter 2. You know, or maybe you can, maybe in the time frame, right, for an hour, maybe in an hour you can knock out 2 or 3 runs, maybe 3 runs, one in each chapter. And then, you know, you've got more to do other chapters. So that's kind of nice. 1,006 shards. Better, like the last one we saw was 750. So we're back to the 1,000. And then you got your Cavalier. And so, again, some really good champions here. And it goes to 6-star, but there's only 1% chance at a 6-star. 11% chance at a 5-star, right? And I don't know. So I've never been a huge fan of these. I know that, you know, with Limit 1, you know, I generally believe that Limit 1, Kabam, either test the waters of a new bundle or they don't think super highly of them, right? You know, you could make the case that they want to, you know, keep the market tight for these, but I mean, with the 3 to 6-star, like, I feel like you're only getting 5 of these. I've always said the value for these is decent, unit-wise, based on what you can get if you purchase units, right? If you purchase units for $50, right now for my $50 is 1,740 units, right? But normally they're, what, 1,540 or whatever, 1,500, or 1,450, excuse me, 1,450. And so if you buy 5 of those Cavalier crystals, you're getting 1,500 units. And then you also get 1,000 6-star shards and 3 Greater Champion boosts. So, you know, 30%. So it's a little bit better, little average value deal unit-wise if you're going to buy the crystals anyways. But I would save my units. I would save my money. I would just try to get naturally. There's no time frame on these variants. You know, that's the thing. That's the biggest thing takeaway here is that you can go do the variants at any time. You don't have to go do these now. It's not the monthly event quest. It's not the side event quest. You know what I mean? It's not the Summer Smackdown where, you know, you kind of you got a month or 2 or 3 months to do this. You know, these variants are going to be there forever. As long as the game is around, these variants are going to be there. But they're playing on your emotion to get this stuff done, right? You don't need to get this stuff done. Look, you're going to get some of these champions, and you may not want to rank up some of those champions, but you could get a champion here that you need to do variant. You don't want to rank them up, and you should rank them up anyways. So, anyways, that's my 2 cents. I think that both of them are probably 2-star deals. You know what I mean? I think the guaranteed value of a 5-star is nice, but you got about a 50-50 shot in the 2,500 unit deal to get somebody you don't want, and for $80. I don't know, man. This one, I think the Greater Champion boost helps out. 1,000 6-star shards is always nice. But, again, I don't know. So, anyways, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button. I'm getting close to 100 subscribers. You know, I know it's, you know, not the 1,000 milestone that, you know, I'm hoping for, but it's a great start. So, thank you guys, and we'll see you soon.